people of the world. Today I'm going to review the Nanoblocks Deinonychus, I think is what this is. The reason I say I think that is, I'll explain that in a moment. I'll explain that right now. So if you don't know what Nanoblocks are, they're like Legos, but they're super tiny. Like these smallest pieces are or the biggest pieces are like smaller than the smallest Lego pieces. Like for example, here you can see this Lego dragon I built the other day. You can see just how small these pieces are in comparison. Also, the way they're built is the instructions are confusing because you build them like a 3D printer. Like you create a layer of pieces and line them all up, and then like create the other layer and like add them on top, and it's weird and confusing. And I messed up the legs a bunch, and I fixed them just before this review. Also, you get a bunch of extra pieces, so I just put them into one structure. Where this came from, these are from Japan, and so a few years ago I spent 3 months in Japan, and it was one of those months was in December, and so I got a bunch of Nanoblocks for Christmas. So I got a couple Pokemon ones. I'm pretty sure I got Blastoise, a Pikachu, a Pokeball, Caterpie, and a Farfetch'd. I built those eventually, but then the pieces have just been merged with my Lego collection. I also got some real animals like an Allosaurus, a coelacanth, I think a hammerhead shark. Those have also been merged with my collection. And the past few days I've been cleaning out my room, because soon I'm gonna revamp my room. And I just found some old Nanoblock stuff. So I found this Deinonychus and a massive T-Rex skeleton, because all the other ones I got were just little $10 packs like this, but then the T-Rex one's huge. Anyways, I decided I was bored, and I was playing D&D over Discord with my friends, and while I was playing that, I decided I just build this guy, because why not? So now I'll review him. So Nanoblock stuff is pretty confusing to build, because like I said earlier, you build like a 3D printer, you lay down one layer, and lay down on top, and lay down on top, so stuff doesn't all get completely connected together until you're halfway through. It does have an, articulatable jaw, which could articulate a bunch because it's on a tiny ball joint, and then, so yeah, these are not compatible with Legos, by the way. Yeah, it's just kind of a ball joint so it can articulate. It doesn't have any other articulation points, really. I guess you can turn the hands back and forth in a way. It has, it's pretty much just like a display figure. It also has this clear stand to help it stand up, because without that it's going to fall because of the way its weight is just distributed. And it's pretty much just a little figurine. I would review all the Pokemon ones and the other ones I have, however, those are taken apart, and it's really hard to find all the pieces among my collection. So if I do ever put them back together, I'll show you. I will at some point review the big T-Rex skeleton. I might even get more Nanoblocks, because these are pretty interesting. They're so small though. If I take this piece, that's a 1x2, right? Let's set that there. Move that out of the way. I'm going to grab a Lego 1x2. The 1x2 here is smaller than a stud on a Lego brick. They're tiny. A 1x1 is literally the size. The bottom of it is the size of what? No wonder they're called Nanoblocks. Yeah. I don't really have much, there's not much else to say other than a little green guy. I do like this color green, because it's almost like a blue, but it's a green. It's halfway between the Lego teal color, which is kind of blue, kind of green, and it's halfway between that and like this like really dark green, I guess would be the way. But it looks a lot green on camera, but in real life it's actually a lot more blue. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. If it will stand. There you go. And by the way, if you don't subscribe to this video or to this channel, you're not that smart in the head. Like, if you're not subscribed already, you will subscribe right now. No balls. You will subscribe.